This video provides an overview of the different methods for wiring Opticom infrared emitters. GTT offers several types of IR emitters. First is the 792 series, which are strobe-based emitters. These are available in high and low priority and with and without visible light filters. The 794 series are a similar form factor but use infrared LEDs as the light source. Again, they are available in high and low priority and a transit version. Since the IR LEDs are not visible, a filter version is not needed. We also have the 795 LED emitter, which is also called the low profile emitter. It is sold directly by light bar manufacturers who incorporate it into their light bars. And finally, we have the multi-mode emitters, which are 792 or 794 emitter with GPS and radio antennas intended to be connected to a 2100 series Opticom GPS vehicle unit. All of the emitters have the same 7 wires which all perform the same function on each type of emitter. The only difference is the power requirements. The strobe-based emitters require about 5 amps while the LED emitter requires less than a half an amp. Wiring an Opticom infrared emitter is straightforward. As soon as you apply voltage to the red and black wires, the emitter will begin to flash. You may use a separate switch, or you may wire it so power is applied when the emergency master switch is activated. You may use an installer provided switch, or GTT supplies several switch alternatives. The model 793B is a rocker style on-off switch in an L bracket with an indicator light, and the model 793S is a box style switch which also has an indicator light. The white wire is the disable sense wire. When a ground is applied to this wire, the emitter will stop flashing. This wire is typically connected to a parking brake or door switch so that when an emergency vehicle arrives on scene or a transit vehicle opens its door, the emitter shuts off. It is strongly recommended that this feature be used. When using the white wire to disable the vehicle, it may be necessary to change the default disable behavior using on-site. For example, if connected to a brake, it will be necessary to change the disable method to non-latching. Alternatively, the emitter may be wired so that power is removed when the vehicle arrives on scene. The green wire is a DC return for an indicator light, typically in a lighted switch. When connected to the light terminal of the switch, the emitter controls the behavior of the indicator light. It is recommended that this feature be used. It provides good feedback to the vehicle occupant to determine if their emitter is active. The light will blink slowly if the emitter has been disabled, and will blink rapidly if the emitter has encountered a fault. The orange wire is the range setting wire. When used with a model 793R switch and a 792R or 794R emitter on a maintenance vehicle, the emitter may be switched from high to low to probe priority. Also, by connecting the orange wire to this switch, it may be used as a more accurate method of changing the range in the phase selector. And finally, there are the blue and gray wires, which are the J1708 communication lines. These are typically connected to an onboard computer, such as a CAD AVL system, to allow it to control the emitter. Be sure to tape off any unused wires as part of the IR emitter installation. Please contact GTT Technical Support if you need support with any of these wiring or activation techniques.